Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you for our time together. Too often, you and I as Christians forget that there are two ways to do things. There's a natural way to do things, and there's a spiritual way to do things. In Ezra chapter 8, beginning with verse 21, "Then I proclaimed a fast there at the river of Ahava, that we might humble ourselves before God to seek from him a safe journey for ourselves, our children, and all our goods. For I was ashamed to ask the king for a band of soldiers and horsemen to protect us against the enemy on our way, since we had told the king, the hand of our God is for good on all who seek him, and the power of his wrath is against all who forsake him. So we fasted and implored our God for this, and he listened to our entreaty." Now notice, he says, you know what, there's two ways to do this. I can ask the king for a military escort, and we'll get there safe, or I can ask God to watch over us. There's two ways to do things. There's a spiritual way, and there's a natural way. Sometimes we find the Apostle Paul using a spiritual way, and other times we find Paul using a natural way. For instance, when he used the laws of the land as a Roman citizen to escape being beaten and to escape being tortured. You and I have to recognize that there is a time to use a natural way, but there's also very much a time for the honor of God. When we've told people how wonderful God is, there's a time to allow God to step in and allow God to show his reality and his power to the people around us. So here's the thing. When you look at something that needs to be done, do I do this in a natural way, or do I do this in a spiritual way? And let me encourage you, if God's name is involved, let God be glorified.